The Arizona podcast is brought to you by Triumph Protective Coatings. They specialize in concrete polish, epoxy flooring systems, micro top floors and walls, and self leveling underlays. They service all of California and they are an awesome company. They speak Spanish and they do amazing work. Check them out at Triumph_coatings on Instagram. And if you use the promo code ArrowsUp, you get 10% off. So check them out. On this episode, I have David, and we're going to talk about animals. And I don't get it. I don't get why people love them. I'm not a fan at all. So may trigger you, may not trigger you. And that's okay. That's fine. I can deal with that. But before I bring in David, I wanted to talk about Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs traded from the Buffalo Bills to the Texans. And I know everybody's excited. And everybody's penciling the Texans into the AFC Championship game. And, maybe CJ Stroud, D'Amico Ryans, pretty good roster all around, But I will say this for everybody that's getting, all hyped up on Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs is not the coolest person to have on your locker room. He forced his way out with his personality out of Minnesota, and you can read all about that. Just how he just was just not a fun dude to be around. He very clearly, if you read just between the lines of all the Buffalo stuff, they were just like, yeah, you know what, we're good with this guy. We don't want him back because he was paid. His money had been given to him. And instead of keeping him because they had paid him, they said, yeah, we'd rather eat it. Because he was on the books for $28 million. That was his cap hit that he was going to take no matter what because, again, he got his money. And the Bills were willing to get an extra $3 million hit. So the cap hit for them is $31 million as opposed to $28 million with him. And they would rather get $31 million, pay the extra $3 million not to have him around. So, and it was part of the trade. The Texans waived the last two years of his contract. So he's entering a free agent year in a year where Justin Jefferson's about to get a bunch of money. Jamar Chase is about to get a bunch of money. It's why I think the Niners need to pay BA and pay him like immediately. And I bet, Stephon Diggs in his mind, he thinks he's better than Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. He is not, but he thinks that. And what happens in, week 2, 3, 4, 5? When CJ Stroud, instead of going to Stephon Diggs, who's in a contract here, goes to the guys he knows, Tank Dell and those dudes. And Stephon Diggs isn't getting the ball, and he needs to get big numbers because he wants to get paid. And he starts to act up again. What happens then? So just keep an eye on that. It's April. It's April 4th. So I'm not going to do where are they at? Still so much to do. Still so much. But I just keep it, just understand. Stephon Diggs is not a world-class teammate. That's not who they're getting. They're getting a diva for all, intents and purposes. That's what they're getting. So, wanted to throw that out there. Another thing. I said that I want, as a Laker fan, I think the Lakers should play the Nuggets as early as possible so the Lakers can get the Nuggets in the first round. I think that's the best case scenario. This is why. not only do I think the earlier you get Denver, the better, because if you get them later, they're rolling the whole thing. But for the Lakers and the Lakers specifically, in the first round is where you get the most days off in between games. So if you're going to play Denver and you're going to go from high altitude to regular altitude in Los Angeles, you want the 2 to 3 days off in between the games. And that helps out LeBron James more than anybody else. It also helps AD, but LeBron James specifically. And so if you're the Lakers and if you're a Laker fan, I think that's who we want, because nobody else is going to be able to beat them. I mean, maybe Dallas, maybe. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say this. If the Lakers don't face Denver at all, the Lakers are going to make the finals. That's my prediction. But if we play Denver, we got to play them early. Because if we play them late, and you got to do every other night type of thing, I just think we're in trouble. You play them in the first round because you get them early, and also you get all the rest in between games, and that's why you want Denver early. Without further ado, here is David. Here we go.
How about you? You were further. I was shook. I was lucky expecting like oh yeah, we'll do 9:30 here. That's why I was like, are we going on at 9? You know? And you were like, I'm ready to go. And I was like, oh, okay. Dang. So
yeah.
That was cool.
I'm typically up early, just the last few times just work stuff. Just came up, but typically I'm up and set up on Wednesdays to record, especially right now that I'm at the duplex again.
Oh yeah, okay.
So all my stuff is here. I feel more comfortable recording here anyway. For sure. I actually have light, which is good.
Yeah.
Are you gonna see the Steve Martin thing?
It's on Apple Plus.
It's on Apple Plus.
Is it on can I rent it off YouTube too? Or, is it on there too? I'll have to look.
Man. I don't know. But it's so good. I didn't even
How did you stumble across it? Because when you brought it up, I was like, because this is Steve Martin, the actor comedian, right? He's got white hair.
Right.
How did you come across it?
So on a podcast I listened to, they recommended it, and the guy was like, "Oh man, it's really good." And so I was like, okay. I was at work, and I was like, okay, I'll watch it. Baseball doesn't start till the afternoon anyway.
Yeah.
And I saw it, and it was incredible. And I'm not even it's not even I'm a huge Steve Martin fan, but
right.
Just the content itself was really, really connected. So it was really good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I never would have thought of that, because mainly with Steve Martin, it's usually just, I know he did the Pink Panther movies, right? The live action, and then he did you ever watched the movie Cheaper by the Dozen, where he's a dad and he has
no, I've never seen that, but yeah.
That was all I knew. And then whenever I go to Disneyland, there's that picture of him at a shop where he used to work.
Right.
When he was an up and coming guy. He
started working there when he was 10 years old.
Yeah. So other than that, I don't know. I've never bothered to look into Steve Martin, so that's nice.
Same.
Yeah.
So, but it was
it's kind of like a football life, because the player, right? You know them in the NFL or whatever. And then it goes back to where they came from and how they came up, and you're just oh, that's pretty crazy, Like I
Yeah,
love the Barry Sanders one. That one, like him and his dad, their relationship. I was like, oh, that's rough, you know. So
I never saw that one.
it's intense. Basically, his dad was like uh, really hard on him, and even when
Yeah.
he went off to college, when he chose, so he went to Oklahoma State,
Hmm.
and his dad was like, "I'm an Oklahoma fan. I was an Oklahoma fan before you were born. Whenever you
Oklahoma
don't,
Sooner.
yeah, sooner, right?" And Barry was a Cowboy at Oklahoma State, so he was like, "Whenever you're not playing Oklahoma, I will root for you." But
That's
when you
fair.
play Oklahoma, like, you know, um, which is yeah, fair. But then also like at his Hall of Fame speech, like he like his dad got to speak, and he named, it was weird. He named at that point in time, you could be like, "Yo, Barry, like since he's your son, you'd be like, oh, like greatest running back of all time," because people hold him in that regard. But he like specifically like went out of his way to name. I think he named Walter and Jim Brown. And he named two other dudes, which I'm like, dang, bro. I'm like, even on this day, you can't just like, you know.
Well, I mean, Walter. To me, Walter's number one, but um,
But if Barry's your son, you're like, dang, bro, like he's cool too. You know, you could be like, he could definitely be like, you know, because when you were talking to Garrett, you could be like, Kobe was your goat. You know what I mean? You could be like,
oh, right,
Barry's my
right,
goat. He's my son. He
right.
is. You know, he put up numbers. You know.
The it's so in the doc, there's something similar to that when Steve Martin makes his first movie, and it's like a big hit called The Jerk. I've never seen it,
Hmm.
and they asked the dad like, "Hey, what do you think?" Like,
Like, yo, you should be proud, right? Like,
and his dad was like, "Well, he's no Charlie Chaplin." And so you know this is, I think the movie came out in 1979, The Jerk. So it's that time frame, you know.
right, right.
So the dad was just like, "Yeah, he's no Charlie Chaplin." And I was like, "Dang, that's cold, man." So I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's interesting that you read like a lot of the stuff from a lot of these guys is comes from like broken relationships with their dad. Like
yeah,
a lot of the people that become successful use that because Steve Martin talks about how all he wanted to do is he just wanted to, he did what he did because he wanted to make his dad proud.
yeah,
And it's one of those like, dang, like that's I think that's a carrot that nobody could ever like give you until
yeah,
your dad validates what you're doing
yeah,
or you become a father. Because that's how I feel. Like I like everything I do, like I'm seeking that validation. And so watching it hit the documentary hit so close to home
yeah, yeah, yeah,
because I was like, dang, like I identify with a lot of the stuff that this guy is saying because I'm right there. Like there's a portion where he can't make it. He keeps like he can't catch a break in terms of comedy, and he can't catch a break. And he's like entering his 30s, and he's kind of like, man, if I can't make it by 30, I kind of have to start looking somewhere else and get like a real job and stuff like that. Um, and but he just kept at it, and it was one of those like, dang,
yeah,
like so it was really cool. It was
yeah.
like I recommend it, and I because I'm not a Steve Martin fan, it's not like I was like, oh my god, he's the best.
Right, you're not like a homer. You're just like, dude,
Yeah, and I saw it, I'm like, wow,
expected, and it
this
hit
is
home. You're like, dang,
yeah,
yeah,
this is really well done. It's not a puff piece. I hate documentaries like that where I think that's I've seen some of football lives where all it is it's like a puff piece and it's like like I don't want like I'm
like
not
just
interested in that.
like overpraised, kind of like,
Yeah, like you could
yeah,
tell
yeah,
the guy is highly involved and he doesn't want to touch any like stuff that's like critical or hurtful and things like that. But this one was really well done. He's part of it, obviously.
yeah,
And then his friendship with Martin Short was like super interesting. Because they're like friends. Like they're like homies,
Yeah.
you know, like they hang out together, they play cards together, uh, and they're just constantly busting each other's balls, like just
Yeah.
like an endless, constant like, and it's like playful, and they both know it's joke. Like it's just it's a beautiful, beautiful male friendship, and it's like
Yeah.
dang, and so it's why I sent that text yesterday.
Dude,
It
hey, you were getting saucy in the
that
chat.
caused a lot of
A ruckus, if you will. Like
yeah, and
yeah.
it
Go
was
ahead.
it was one of those things that I was like, okay, I didn't mean it as a shot, you know. It was
Yeah.
just I like to think I'm practical and pragmatic
Right.
sometimes.
Yeah.
um, and so it was just one of those like, you know, as we get older and we look at the friendships, like let's have a very clear view of what the friendships would look like.
Hmm.
And that's all it was. It wasn't a like let's rehash, let's open up, you know, old conversations.
Old wounds, just
Yeah,
like
yeah. It was just
yeah.
like because to me, like the stuff that was brought up, to me, it's a scar. It's not a wound anymore. It's a
Right.
scar. So it doesn't hurt. It doesn't like um bug me or hurt me like that anymore. But it was just more from the viewpoint of what is it going to look like realistically,
Hmm.
and um because
And just moving forward, like you even said, you're like,
yeah,
I'm done with
yeah,
that. Like, let's just, you know,
yeah, yeah. So
yeah.
it was just a very, but it was good, man. It's a really good one. I don't know if you can get it on YouTube or not. I doubt it, just because it just came out on Apple Plus. I
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
they probably want you to like sign up for the free trial, but it's
Yeah.
worth it. It's worth to sign up for that free trial for that. Um, yeah. So that was
That's
that
cool.
was
And it's a two-parter. Like,
it's a
it's a
two-parter. Yeah.
short and sweet, like the De La Hoya one. Just boom, you know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So it was good.
Yeah, dude. Right on. Man, I was going to say something. Yeah. Anyway, I'll remember it later. But no, dude, I mean, you like, it was cool in the chat too, because I mean, you were just like, okay, when you said growing old,
Yeah.
I remember like me and Aaron would talk about stuff like that. And like the other homies, you know, we would just be like, man, we can't wait to be like, and we specifically talk about either being like dads and having kids in the same neighborhood and watching the kids grow up
Mm,
together, like we grew up together, which is like
yeah.
it's not like super realistic, but it's just like you know, like a dream.
Right,
But then
right.
just the when you said growing old part, it's like yeah, like same neighborhood, sitting on the porch, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
sipping on some, you know, for you some coffee, you know, me some tea maybe, you know. But I was
Hmm.
like, yeah, it was a nice like the mental image. I was like, yes, so yeah. Have you noticed that some of the football lives, like when I used to watch those, like there were guys that I'm like, oh yeah, this guy deserves a football life. Like this guy, like he,
And this guy's like, why do you have one?
yeah. Well, there were some guys where I'm just like, okay, I get that their story is noteworthy, but to give them a football life already, like they did one on like the Tebow Mania era, and I'm just like, Tebow doesn't need a football life, bro. I'm like, he has not like. You can someone can make his own doc, but for the NFL Network to make one, I'm just like, okay, you're putting him up there with like
Yeah,
very
maybe like a
large
college
scale.
one. A college one would make sense.
Right, yeah. But I
Yeah.
remember just like, like you know, some dudes I'm just like, yeah, like let's pump the brakes on that. I was like, you know, because they start to mean less when you just throw in anyone that is like noteworthy, like
Yeah.
in that realm, I guess, you know.
Right, right.
So yeah, I remember I saw like LT, like Ladainian Tomlinson had one, and I was like, that one was really cool. Just seeing like his upbringing, his time at TCU. I think he went to TCU. I think,
Yeah.
but yeah, some of the other ones like for the mainly the more modern guys. There are modern guys that get some, and I'm just like, like
Yeah. Hey,
like I.
speaking of
Oh, go ahead.
Speaking of LT, do you have him higher than Adrian Peterson?
Ooh, I think so. Mainly because LT, for me, like he was like an all around, like very
Yeah.
solid running back. Like the blocking, the passing. Not saying AP couldn't do those things, but I think more of AP with like that star power straight ahead like slasher.
Right,
And then
right.
AP had like the fumbles for a while. The fumbles, like it was even I think it was his A Football Life or like a doc about him where they brought up like there was a while where like it was his kryptonite
Hmm.
that he fumbled often.
Yeah.
Um but when I watch LT, I'm just like, man, this guy LT kind of reminds me a little bit of just in the all around
Hmm.
Walter Payton, because Walter Payton too was like great blocker, great
Right.
passer, um, tough and smooth, you know. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I think for me, I would put him ahead of AP.
Yeah, me too. Because I think LT can do everything Adrian Peterson can do, but Adrian Peterson can't do everything LT can do.
Yeah,
So yeah, I agree.
yeah. We might get some. I can already see Aaron's text, like because that's why he chose the Vikings. He was a big AP guy, so he's
Oh,
gonna
he's
be
an
like,
Adrian Peterson fan. Oh, is he gonna send another
he's gonna be
DM
like,
that he
now he's got
wants
to
to
fight
fight
you
me
and
again?
me. Because last time it
Oh
was I got
man,
to fight Jeremy because
I
of what you
like our
said about
chances.
priorities.
If it's you and I, both you and I versus
You
him,
and I,
I like my
I've been feeling
chances.
good at my workouts. I've
I
been
like
hitting the
my
weights.
chances. Come
Yeah,
at us, Aaron. Come at us.
yeah, yeah.
He can
Dude.
come at us, and we'll hire him to drag him away in the big dumpster bins.
Yeah.
Be a double. He'll get the work and he'll get some work. So,
Oh.
oh man, that's funny. Um, yeah, man. So
Oh wait,
now
is that?
it's good.
I mean, not that the listeners will see it, but is that a new like the boom stand, the mic stand right there? I
Yeah.
just noticed that.
So, um, Harry got on my case because I like to hold the mic,
Right.
and whenever I'm not talking, I just mute it, and he just was like, "Hey, you gotta I gotta get you a stand." I'm like, "I got a stand. I just like holding the mic."
Yeah. And
And
he has one like that? I'm assuming like the
no,
like
he Harry has like a good like it's like it stands on the desk like it's a smaller one. He
oh,
doesn't.
is it a Yeti? It's like on like a little
No, no,
stand,
no, 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 no.
like
It's a regular mic, but
oh, he
it's
just
like a
has a stand for
podcast
it.
mic, but it's just like comes with the stand. The pop filter on it is super cool.
It
Uh,
stands on the desk, right? It's like a small stand
right,
that's on.
right.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So I had these, and so I was like, you know what? Fine. Let me put it up there. And so I did the pod last night's pod on this, and I was like, you know what? This is actually pretty cool. Like I can type and I can do my little research,
Right.
pull up information. So
It
yeah,
looks clean. It looks nice. I just not realized that. I was like, oh, that's new. Okay. So
you know what it is. I had it when I used to live in Cerritos. I had a thicker table, and so
right.
these wouldn't fit. So I hated these.
Oh, because it clamps on, right? It's like a
Yeah, so I hated them because I was like, I can't even use it. So for a while I was against them. And then yesterday when I put them on this table that it's like a lot thinner, I was like, actually, this is actually pretty cool. This actually works.
nice.
Um, so yeah, new setup, no hands,
Nice.
like
Okay.
Waka Flocka. Uh,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
okay. Just to get into this one because I didn't know this. And then when you mentioned it yesterday, I was reminded that Abby had told me this, and I was like, that makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I see it. You were attacked by a dog as a kid?
Okay. Disclaimer.
Go ahead. The floor is yours.
I know a lot of you weirdos, David, yourself included.
And let me preface this by saying this real quick.
Yeah.
Knowing that now, I'm not saying you gotta like specifically dogs, right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna push that on you. So
right.
Go ahead.
Well, I would push it back. I know there's a lot of you like nuts out there that like think you're the best humans on the planet and you have the purest heart because you like a four-legged freak that just walks around and sheds fur and licks you and stuff like that. Who you have to pick up their crap after. Anyway, and I know you guys like love these little things and I get it. Not for me, but I get it. I don't like dogs, okay? And so if this triggers you, suck it up. You know, it's just a podcast.
It doesn't because I don't like cats. I mean, I don't really care for cats.
I know, but dog people are crazy, bro. Cat people too, but dog people are like nuts. Like the amount of people when people have asked me when I was little, like I haven't liked dogs since I was like a little kid. I just have never liked animals. I don't like them. I don't like them being around me. I don't know if I've told you the story where my stepdad got me a dog because he thought I wanted a dog, and he said, "Hey, look what I got you," and I was like, "Cool." And I went to
see for it, like,
and I went to the room and played my PlayStation. And my parents would be like, "Oh, like, don't you want to play with your dog?" I'm like, no. Do you want to feed it? No, no, I don't. I had friends that would come over. They were like, "Dude, you got a dog?" I'm like, "Oh, that's right. Yeah, I do have a dog." We had to give the dog away because I didn't care for it. I didn't want it. I was like the opposite. The little kid who's like, "Oh, mom, please give me a dog. Give me a dog." I was like the complete opposite. I was the kid that got a dog without wanting one. So we gave it away. One time it ran away, and like they're like, go chase after it. I'm like, no, like they have a good life. My stepdad went and chased it down because I have never liked them. And I like to think of myself as a very loving person. Maybe I'm not as affectionate, but I am a very loving. I have a lot of love in my heart. I have no problem expressing my emotions, as you have seen. I just don't like dogs, man. I don't like animals. I don't like, because dogs is very specific. I've been around more dogs. Cats just freak me out. Cats just like, just because you see the videos and it's like at one point they're cool and then like they snap and they just like scratch you and you're like, so cats freak me out for that reason.
Cats also like the main thing I see with cats,
yeah,
is that like so the dog, most dogs, the vast majority of dogs,
yeah,
like they're clingy and they gravitate to their owners.
Right.
I think that's why people like them a little more. Cats think you work for them. Cats think, and I don't like that. That's why I'm just like, no, I would like the cat. Like I've seen like people like have their cats like, oh, the cat leaves for a few days, comes back to get fed, leaves again, hangs out.
No, we're not doing
that. When you
that.
get home from work, it doesn't come like that. That's why like with my dog is like stoked to see me, and I'm like, Madonna, yeah, I love you too, thank you. But the cat, it's like, And I have been around a few cats that like with like friends or classmates, bandmates, and like they have cats that I'm just like, okay, your cat's here, all right.
Mm-hmm.
But so that's for me with the cats. When I was younger, cats did freak me out a little bit. One of my aunts had like a ton of cats, and I'm like, I dreaded going to the house because I'm like, these things they're quiet, they're creepy, they're just walking around like,
right,
The dog, you'll know. The dog, like, it'll come and sniff you, like, bark maybe, and then it's like, all right, you're cool. And you can hear him because it has like attack. But the cat, it's like it could be like on the headrest on the couch that you're sitting on, and it's like, oh, the cat's right there. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. So, but but I want to hear the story. So go ahead with the, what happened.
So it wasn't when I was a little kid. It happened a few months ago. So
Oh, okay.
happened sometime last year. So but I've never had a like love for dogs. Like I've never,
Yeah.
you know, I treated dogs the way I treat babies for the most part. Like, you know how people like see a little baby and they want to carry it, and I'm very like cool to baby, cool.
Sure,
And
come on, bro.
I'm just letting you know. I'm just, and so I've had people throughout my life tell me that like, oh, you don't have a heart. Once you have a dog, that's when you learn how to love. I've always found those statements to be stupid, like utterly like some of the most stupidest comments I've ever heard. Because it's like, do you not have like family? Like, do you not have friends? Like, you don't know how to love? Like, you need a dog to teach you how to love? Like, maybe you should go see a therapist. Like, that's not healthy for you. Like, for you to not know how to love without until you met an animal. Like, that to me. I mean, no disrespect to anybody. It's just stupid. It just doesn't make any sense. Anyway, so um, there's one dog though I've loved, and I think I only had space for one dog, and that was Jack, Adrian's dog. Shout out to
Shout out to
actually no,
Jack.
not shout out to Adrian because he was a bad dog owner, but
I heard Pete was like the most
shout out to
loyal dog
Jack.
owner. Sam would tell me about Pete. Like,
Yeah,
I think I'm about to mention like that. Like, he would want to hang out and do stuff, and Pete would be
what
like, "Nah, I gotta go walk the dog. I gotta go home and walk the
there
dog.
was
Like, I gotta
there
go."
was I don't remember what dog this was, but there was a dog when they moved houses. At first, they didn't know if they could have the dog in their new place, and Pete was like super bummed out because he like couldn't keep the dog, and he asked me, he's like, "Hey, like, you think you can keep the dog for me?" And I was like, "Nah, man. Like, I'll be honest with you, I'm not gonna care for it. I'm not gonna take care of it. I'm not gonna feed it. I don't want that responsibility." So, but he was super bummed out. Yeah. So Pete, I mean, I can't speak on the loyalty part. I don't know, but I can't imagine he could be worse than Adrian. We'll just leave it there. Um, so Jack was like this beautiful dog who like didn't lick you. He didn't bark. He just like laid there next to you. And if you wanted to pet him, he was happy. And if you didn't, he was happy too. He was like super low maintenance. It was just a beautiful dog. He wasn't annoying at all. Like, and he was amazing. Amazing dog. I've never met a dog like that. Ever.
Dang,
And so he was like the perfect dog.
he
So
does seem like one of a kind.
so shout out to Jack, um, who got this, who got me to like him. I love that thing. Anyway,
Yeah,
a few months, sometime last year, um, we're at Stephanie's friend's house, and they have a like it's
I'm
this
assuming
black
it's a big
dog.
dog, right? It's a big dog.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's like a German. It's like mixed with a German Shepherd because it looks like a German Shepherd,
Right.
and it's like this big dog, and it just like apparently it like has like anxiety for whatever reason. It's like super freaked out of everything, and it gets triggered by male voices apparently.
Hmm.
So I get there, and the dog's like barking, and he's going crazy, and I'm just like what the heck? They're like, no, no, it's fine, it's fine. And every dog owner, oh, he's fine, he's fine until they're not.
I got a story for you too. Go ahead.
And it's one of those like, can you just like lock up your dog? Like, even if it is fine, like, what if I don't feel comfortable? Like, I'm your guest.
Like, but
Anyway,
just put the dog outside. Like, just
yeah, yeah. Um, and so we're talking, we're hanging out, and the dog is just kind of just doing laps around the table, like legit,
mhm.
just like doing laps
Yeah.
around the table.
Mhm.
And I'm saying something, and then out of nowhere, the dog just like pounced on me and does a little like the growl, does a growl, and like
Yeah.
pounces on me. And I was like prepared because anytime it would walk by me, I was like ready because I don't
Yeah.
trust you. I don't know what you're gonna do.
Right.
Like,
Right. At that point, it's like
yeah, I gotta be.
yeah. Because if I yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
So I gotta be on high alert.
Hmm.
So dog, and so it just stops in front of me, growls, and it like jumps on me. And I like, if I don't move my head, he probably like grazes my face with his teeth. And I just go and I just like push him off me, and like the dog owners get him. And ever since that day, it's not a traumatic story by any means. It's not. I'm not like. I don't think I've ever like Agent was the one that brought up the story. I didn't even bring it up in the chat. So I don't hype it up. I'm not like here claiming I'm a victim of like dog attack. None of that.
No, for sure. For
None of
sure.
that. But it was one of those things that I already felt a certain way about dogs. I already felt, and I was uninterested. I didn't hate them. I wasn't interested with dogs. And that pushed me to the point where I was like, screw these guys, man. Like, I don't want nothing to do with dogs. Nothing.
Dang.
Granted, there's a dog in my house, but that dog is, it's different. But and even that dog, I am just very like
Leave Twinkie alone, bro. Twinkie, like.
Twinkie is being left alone. Anyway, but that's how it was, like
Yeah.
that's where we're at. And then um it just it just got it just got it just got we my mentality towards dog just changed after that.
Yeah.
Um and so that's what happened. And so
Dang.
ever
Okay.
since then I've just been just I don't want to be around them. I don't trust them. We went to we went to go see Stephanie's brother in the house where he's staying at. There's like a gigantic dog. And I saw that dog and I was like, you can put that thing away. Like, and that dog's like aggressive too. Um,
Yeah.
and so I don't know. I guess I was some people were saying how like I have a coworker who was like, yeah, man, they could tell. They could tell when your energy is negative towards them. So that's probably it. Like you have a negative disposition towards them. They feel it, and natural instinct kicks in. So now it's kill or be killed. And I'm like, dude, I'll kill it.
You're like Arian Foster. Hey, I could kill a grown wolf with my bare hands.
Yeah,
Like,
bro. Like, you want to do this? Let's do it. Let's go.
like how Stark who? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, um, so that's what happened. So I just don't. I think what I don't understand, and maybe you can help me understand, is the almost like crazy behavior that people like. I don't understand the
From
emotional
dogs or
connection.
like dog lovers.
Yeah, like the human to the dog. I don't like 70's dog got diagnosed with cancer yesterday.
Right, right,
And it's like, maybe has a few months to live.
right.
And Stephanie was like devastated. Her aunt's like devastated. Her brothers were like super bummed out. And I was just kind of like, what are you gonna do? Like that sucks.
Yeah.
But um and I don't understand that. Like that to me, like seeing her yesterday, like crying and being super bummed out. It was one of it was one of those. I was like, and I'm gonna sound like such a douche, and I understand, but I'm giving you this so that you understand where I'm coming from.
Right.
I was just like, over a dog, like, like, and again, some people look at me and be like, "You're the guy who like couldn't get through a 30-minute podcast after the Super Bowl." So I get it. Like get bummed out over things that you're like, dude, it's a football game, bro. Like, chill out. I get it. But it's one of those things that the same person doesn't understand why I still can't talk about the Super Bowl today. It's like the same way you don't understand that, I don't understand your like brokenness over a dog. I don't. And I just people have tried to explain it to me, and it's just like, yeah, but you can get another one. Like you can like my sister, her dog died on my birthday. And I'm like, well, you can just get another one. She's like, I'll never get another dog because it'll be like I'm betraying. And I'm like, okay, settle down. So help me understand.
Okay, I'm gonna just say this because this is
where
the
are
point
my
I was gonna make
blind spots?
yesterday. This is the thing I was gonna say yesterday.
Yeah.
You don't even need to really understand like that kind of pain. You just got to think about the pain you feel for things that you have sentimental value for.
Yeah.
And because okay.
And so I understand it on that level. What I'm saying
Right.
is like, if I were to be like, you know what, I'm never watching football after the 49ers lost the Super Bowl. I'm never watching it again. It's too painful. It'd be like, okay, dude, get over it. Like, come on. Like, really? And there's dog owners that do that. Dog owners who like, I'm never getting another dog. And you're
Yeah.
like, what? Like, what do you mean?
Well, it's kind of a double whammy because okay, so like we talked about the mug, right? The sentimental value of the mug, things like that, items that we have, objects,
Yeah, yeah.
So, and I'm not saying an animal is on the same level like as a human, right? Like a dog to a human, but it is a step up from an inanimate object, like something that so because it can live and it forms an attachment to the owner, right? So if someone has so that it's right off the bat, it's already a step up. So that's why when people say things like the dogs are a part of the family, like the dogs have been there, for people, right? And because you mentioned people that are like, oh, like, what do you mean you don't have love? Like, don't you have family and friends? Like, there are some people that don't have family and friends that they like to be with, right? We know a lot of people come from like broken homes. They don't have good relationships like with their dads, like we talked about, moms, siblings.
Right.
And then friendships are hard. Like we talked about, friendships are hard. So like with a dog, you can kind of like learn some of those things if you've never had those things with anyone that's like, that can talk back to you and kind of be a little more like complex in that relationship.
Yeah.
So when you lose something like that, like that's why that's why people get bummed out, And so, and granted, if you can't understand that, I can see why you wouldn't, you still just got to be respectful when like they're going through that. Because if someone were to talk about like, okay, like when Paul Walker died, right? I remember when Paul Walker died and I was like, people were like heartbroken and I was like, oh, you didn't really know Paul Walker. You knew the movies, And then it wasn't until like Kobe died when I was like a wreck. I was like, damn, Kobe was like a big part of like my upbringing. He was a part of the culture. He was a part,
Mm-hmm.
So if someone were to be like, get over it, bro. Like Kobe's gone. So what? I'd be like, damn, that dude's an ass, So that's why you just like it's like that old saying, like, if you have nothing nice to say, either don't say anything at all or just be like, oh, I'm sorry, dude, that sucks. Like, so for someone that doesn't care at all about football, seeing you and in pain about the Niners, if they were to be like insensitive to that and just be like, suck it up, you'd be like, well, that guy sucks. Now, if they were just like, say it's like a coworker that doesn't like football, and they're just like, I'm sorry, dude. Like, hopefully, like next time your team wins, like that would be better than them just like rubbing it in or being like, get over it, suck it up. You know, that's
Yeah,
my
but
take.
people don't give the same empathy for sports fans that are broken. I think. Look, I think that I, on a mental level, understand what you're saying. I get it. Logically, I understand it. Um, I think where I have a hard time understanding, connecting with that, it's when just like how over the top it is. And it's like you legitimately could get another one. Like legit. Like what I described about Jack, I'm sure people are like, dude, I know like 30 dogs like that. And so that's what I mean. Like when people act like you could never, and I think that's where I push back on the family. Like if you've actually had family members die, like there's no way you would ever say, oh, it's like a family member died. No, it's not. Like, because you could like replace the dog that died. You can't replace the family member that died. You can't.
Couldn't someone make the argument about a friend though? You lose a friend,
Or a
that
friend.
person would be terrible, right?
I
If you
know,
were to
but
say,
that's a
you get
human.
another friend, you
No,
get
no,
another
but I'm
friend.
saying okay. Well, some friend. I'm
You see what
thinking.
I'm saying? Like
Well, I'm
it's
thinking family, not just blood. I'm thinking like the people that are close to you that you consider family.
yeah, yeah,
That's what when so when I say family, I'm not just saying like same last name people.
right, right.
And I think like you can't replace that. You can replace it. So I think that's where I like have a hard time connecting.
Again, you can still believe that, but I would say like unless someone asks you about dogs, keep that to yourself, bro. Like just
Okay,
like you
again,
know.
I'm also not walking around telling people these things.
No, I know.
I tell my closest friends these things because
I know. But bro,
it's
you told your
funny.
wife. I thought it was something. I was like, bro, that's messed up. Like you could totally keep that tucked in and just be like,
Well,
oh, I'm sorry, Steph. Like that's that's
she
that's
knows
bad news, you know. I know
she
she
know
knows. Yeah, yeah.
I think she knows me and it's a safe space. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like
Yeah, yeah.
in the same way, me telling you because I could have not told you guys. I could have just
Right,
been
right.
like, dude, Twinkie's sick, man. That sucks. And not give you the scope of what actually took place.
Right, right, right.
And I could have just left it at that. But it's like this is a safe space. And so obviously I'm gonna get grilled for this, but this is a safe space for it.
No, for sure, for sure.
And so that's how I saw it. Like
Yeah.
I saw it in this from the standpoint of, and everything we've
Right,
the
right.
madness that we've been living in the
Yeah,
last
yeah.
few months. And so when there's a call and she's like crying, I'm thinking, oh my God, what happened now? Like we've been through what feels like the ringer in the last few months. Like what now? Like do I have to leave work right now? Like what's happening?
Right.
And so out of all the things in the grand scheme of everything, oh my dog has cancer. It's like okay. Like I immediately I let out a chuckle. And I'm like, I'm sorry. It's not funny. It's just I'm glad it's not something serious. Like I'm glad in the grand, and I just meant like in the grand scheme of things. Like maybe I
Right,
could have
right.
just not said anything, but I'm just telling you in real time, in the context of what we've been living in,
Oh, for sure, for sure.
a phone call, her reaction like that, I'm thinking the absolute worst. And so so the last thing on my mind is a dog. Like that's the last thing I'm thinking of. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm thinking. That's why I'm telling you um, that took place.
All right.
It doesn't make sense to you, but I'm just letting you like.
No,
I,
because you care about other things that, in the grand scope of things, are trivial, but for
I
you they're
know,
important. You know.
yeah, but I don't make people feel bad for not caring for them. That's the difference.
Mm.
I'm not walking around telling people you should be more sensitive to me and my mug or my football team or whatever. Like I don't walk around saying that. And I think that's the difference. I don't if I don't tell non-sports fans, you'll never know what it is to be passionate about anything until you follow a sports team and you go through the ups and downs of a season. You'll never know what loyalty is until you have to root for a team that's won 2 games. That's ludicrous if I say that. That's crazy. But
You kind of went at Lions. You kind of went at like the loser franchises a couple months ago, and you were like, "Oh, they don't know." Like,
my team has I've seen the 49ers win 2 games in a season not too long ago.
right, but you've also been like, their pain is not the same as my pain because we've been closer to the top and haven't.
100%. 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's
So you have
but
been doing that. You've saying you don't
no no
ever
no
know this.
no no no
You
but
just did it. Yeah.
no. But it's no, it's different because when we're comparing pains, that's what we're doing in comparison of pains. I'm not saying my Super Bowl loss is more painful than Twinkie's cancer. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying one I care about, one I don't care about. Right? That's fair. Yes.
Sure, but if someone that you love cares about it, you should. If someone that you love cares about it, you should be a little more sensitive to that's
I hugged her. I
yeah,
was there.
yeah.
You know what I'm gonna do after we record this pod? I'm gonna go take care of that dog because nobody's gonna be there. So I'm there. I'm a team player. I'm here.
All right, all right.
I just gotta. Can I just have my opinions on it. So if you ask me and you're telling me, if you come and tell me, hey man, like this happened. If you want me to not say anything, then don't tell me.
Dang. All
Right?
right, all
I
right.
I just that's how it is. That's how these things work. Am I crazy? I'm crazy. Yes.
I'm glad I'm gonna put this in my little back pocket, and when anything arises later, I'm be like, hey, bro, we talked about this. So
I have never sought the sympathy for things that I care about. I don't. You saw it firsthand. 49ers lost the Super Bowl. You tried to extend some empathy, and I threw it right back. So I'm not looking for that. And that's all I'm saying. Like, so when we did the whole, like, the Lions and the Vikings and things like that of their losses versus like my losses, all I was saying is in comparison, it is much better to have never won anything because you don't know what that is. It's like comparing someone saying, like, oh man, like I know what it is to have someone close to you died. My dog died. And you tell that to somebody who's lost a parent or like an actual like family member, a really close friend. That person will look at you and be like, man, shut up. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, nothing compares. Like, the death of an animal does not compare to the death of a human. That's all I'm saying. That's all I was saying with my saying of like the Lions fans do not know. Well, actually, they lost the NFC Championship game in
come on, man, come
fashion,
on.
but now they
Shout
do.
out to Lions fans. Come on, bro.
But Browns fans, you can't tell me Browns fans have been more heartbroken than 49er fans or Lions fans or any of those fans. You can't. Or Buffalo Bills fans. You can't say that. Like that's crazy. because Buffalo Bills fans and 49er fans and like these fans have actually been risen to the cusp of like glory, and then like the floor just gets taken out from under them. It's such a different thing than to like have like miserable season after miserable season where it's just like there's no excitement, there's no hope. And it's like, well, yeah, like you're kind of like bruised, but you're not heartbroken. When Brian Hoyer was quarterbacking the 49ers, I wasn't heartbroken when they lost. It's like, Brian Hoyer's our quarterback. Of course we're going to lose. Like, yeah, that makes sense. So that's all I'm saying. And so could I have handled or could I have could I had been more empathetic? Sure. Yes. And I exposed myself because it's like, look, like I am not perfect at all. Like I'm awful. That's what that message was. Like, dude, I know I suck. And I think that's where I want to land. Like this isn't a I'm cool because I don't like dogs. It's a like I have like a legitimate blind spot when it comes to this, and I don't understand it. I really, I legitimately don't because you walk around any neighborhood and you'll see like, a few hundred dogs. Well, maybe not a few hundred, but you get what I'm saying. Like
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
walk in the
yeah.
neighborhood and you see just dogs everywhere. So that's where I think like they're not as like unique as we
They're
think. And I get
great, dude.
it. They're unique to
Right?
you and they're great to you. And I get it. I get from that standpoint because there's stuff to me that's like super valuable and it's like unique to me. So I get it. I understand it on that like very basic level. But I'm also not telling people that they don't know what it's like to be whatever, or they don't know what it's like. They will never understand loyalty until they do this or that. And I think that's where I push back. That's where
No,
I have a
yeah,
problem.
yeah, sure, sure.
And I think that's my beef. My beef is that. Like, don't say that because that's not true. It's not true to like say that you don't know what love is until you have a dog. Like, that's ridiculous.
Ugh.
That's all I'm saying. That's where I'm at.
Also, okay, the reason why, like, too, because you mentioned this, and I'm just like, oh, I don't know about that. Like,
Yeah.
um, because you were like, oh, 100% immediately, like a human over the dog, and I'm like, I don't know, bro. There are some specific people where I'm just like, I hate that dude, and if I had to choose between like my dog and that specific person, like it was like I was gun held to my head, I'd be like, I'm taking my dog, bro. I'm like, because also like just
Yeah.
bro, seeing how some people like treat each other, talk to each other, I'm just like, I'm
Right. Right.
like, would it be better having you around than my dog that like is always stoked to see me every time I see? I'm like, I don't know. I'm just so
That's fair.
you know,
That's
and
fair.
that's why I think a lot of people like gravitate towards like their dogs, right? Because it's like if it's like a
Right.
stranger that's like, and you see them do like something bad or whatever, or just how they talk to someone else, I'm just like, dang, dude, like you're probably not a good person, like
You see, but that makes sense to me.
yeah.
Because I like if it's somebody between like a complete stranger and like my espresso machine, I'd probably pick my espresso machine. That
You
makes
see what
sense.
I'm saying? Like, and that's and
But
the like I said, the dog, like it's a living thing. Like
I get you.
it can
No,
respond. You
I
know?
again, I understand the love
Yeah.
people have for it. I get it. I
Right.
understand the
Right.
individual love,
Yeah.
the brokenness, the sadness. I
Right.
100% understand that.
Dude, I have a homie who lost. Shout out to him. I'm not gonna say his name, and I'm not gonna go into it. But
Bomb,
uh,
bomb, bomb.
friend of mine lost.
Yeah.
I don't know this. I can't remember the order,
Uh-huh.
but he had this dog since I met him. and his dog was named. I'm not gonna say the name either, but this man lost his mother and his dog, and so for him, like his dog was like constant companion, and so it was just like the I don't know, gosh, no, like it was just like the last, like it was over the edge. He's like, damn, dude, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I felt that I was like, oh, dude, I'm like I want to say within the span of like a month or a few weeks, and I was like, oh, dude, that's rough, you know?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was the last thing I had to say. Just hey, some people suck, bro. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I would choose my dog over like, you know.
My beef is with the people that push
it. Yeah, of course.
Like,
see, okay, and this is the thing I was talking about with like, okay, like we like on a lighter note, like we mentioned pizza before, right? Pineapple on pizza. I like pineapple on pizza. Yeah. You don't.
Well, because I actually like pizza.
I really don't like the people that say you shouldn't eat it. It shouldn't be a thing. I'm like, hey, bro, you enjoy it when you want to enjoy it, and I'll enjoy it like pineapple on my pizza.
100%. I'm 100% with you.
Yeah,
I like to give you crap because it's funny.
Yeah.
Like yesterday after church, Stephanie got 2 pepperoni pizzas and 1 pineapple pizza.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, look, you know, we got, you know, she got pizza. She got pizza for the people that don't like pizza. Dang. But it's funny, you know. It's just like a little dig. I didn't have any pizza. I was so proud of myself. I didn't have any.
Dude, oh, nice.
But I think just my beef again. Don't push it.
The ones that push it. Yeah.
Let me be. Like I had a coworker who she was constantly like, yeah, man, when you get a dog, that's when you'll know, and blah blah blah. And it's like, shut the hell up. Like,
no, I hear you.
And I think that's where I get annoyed, because it's like, if you have a family member that dies, like I'm there. Like that sucks, man. I've been there. I know what that is like. And that sucks. Anything beyond that, like it's just almost like, because to me there's levels, there's tiers of what is like what's acceptable in terms of empathy and you know, like that kind of stuff. So it's like family member death, or you know, friend death, or like someone close to you that dies, or they're sick, or they get diagnosed with like, you know, a really bad illness. Like that's like top of the line. Like you're a complete dick if you don't like show sympathy. Not like you're just like a horrible person. And then there's the like next level of like dogs and anything that's like close to you that, well, I would say dogs that are, you know, dogs are, you know, are home, you know, their home burns down, things like that, or their car breaks down, you know, sentimental value, but stuff that's higher than the entertainment stuff, cars, possessions, whatever. My dad gave me this, so this is why, you know, whatever.
Right.
And it's like that stuff gets broken, or that stuff gets lost, or stuff like that. Then it's like, dude, like, man, I know you. Like, dang, I know that you love that. That sucks, bro. Like, man.
Yeah.
And that's like next level, and that makes you like a great friend, and like you're there, you understand it's not for you, but you get it. And that's where I am with dogs. Like, I don't understand. It doesn't affect me, but dude, your dog dead, or your dog has cancer. God, that sucks. And I think in terms of like with Stephanie specifically, and me being like, I thought it was something serious. Like, without knowing the context, it sounds like, dude, you're like the biggest, like you're a dick.
Right.
But and I told you guys, because you guys, you know, are my boys, and you guys,
right.
So in the context of it,
yeah,
I think you could all see, okay, I see what you're saying. I understand what
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
It's still a little dickish, but like I get it.
It's mainly in the verbiage because you could have been like,
Yeah, I could have been like, oh man, I thought it was something to do with whatever.
right, regarding, yeah, exactly,
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
yeah,
I get you. I
exactly,
get you.
yeah,
My word
yeah,
choice wasn't right. Um, and then there's like the next level of like entertainment, your sports team, like
an actor, artist you like that like you like never
yeah.
met, like their music, like
Um, even like something like oh,
a show ending that you loved, and you're like, show ending. Like,
no, but something even like I don't know, like old shoes you've had forever and they finally like rip.
right,
And
right.
it's
Yeah.
okay, bro, like
You're like,
you
yeah,
have
I've been
another
through a lot with these shoes, and I've been here, been
yeah.
there, like,
Yeah, and it's like, oh,
yeah,
that
yeah,
sucks, but you can get a new pair, or even like, yeah, finally they rip, man. Like, God, those things were like awful.
yeah.
And in that level, I think in that level is where if somebody shows sympathy for that, cool. That makes them amazing. I don't like the people that lose stuff there and want to like
The
lift it
energy
up.
of like when a loved one passes, like,
And that's when I have a problem. Like the like
yeah,
all the idiots that break their TVs when the Niners lost the Super Bowl and the Niners
right,
fans that were
right,
breaking TVs. Like, are you stupid?
yeah.
Like what the hell's wrong with you?
So
Like,
you can go like you hit a punching bag, like burn some calories,
yeah,
like
it's like,
go,
bro, you do know like they'll be back in September. Like
yeah,
September they'll be back. Like
yeah,
there's gonna be a bunch of Super Bowls to be played. Like I get it. Like this one sucks,
yeah,
but there'll be others. Like, are you
yeah.
like? And then I think, maybe it's fake. Maybe they got a brand new TV.
And they're like,
It's
yo,
in
we
the
gotta trash this
box.
one.
And
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
hey, like we should do it. Like if
yeah,
they
yeah, yeah,
lose, like break the TV. And maybe but even then, it's like, dude, like, don't you
yeah,
have a friend or a tia that needs a TV, like that you could have given that TV to? Anyway, and I
yeah.
think that's where like a lot of stuff lies. Like the mug I showed you, which by the way,
Right.
we got to put up somebody's. People were asking they want to see the mugs,
Oh, okay.
so
Oh,
we'll
the
the
the ones
mugs.
we spoke about, like
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
oh, nice. Okay, cool.
And it's one of those like I like that mug. The mug is like significant, but if the mug breaks, I'm not gonna like mope around. Like yeah, it sucks, but it's a mug. What can you do?
But you would be appreciative if someone was like, oh man, I'm like, oh that sucks, dude. I knew you really
Again,
liked that, like, you know.
100%.
There we go. There we go. Yeah.
But I'm not demanding it. And I think that's my problem. My problem is when you're demanding, when you're like when you're almost expecting it. And it's like,
Right.
well,
Right.
I mean, I don't know, like people don't have to. Like that's you. Like
Right.
that's a you thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing. And I think the only thing you could ever demand people to go not above and beyond, but to be like super sympathetic is a family member loss, like a human being or a close friend.
Yeah.
If somebody loves dogs like you like dogs and your dog died, then yeah, I guess they can like give you, but I don't know, like when Twinkie dies, because that's how this is gonna end. It's gonna be like sad to see, everyone that loves Twinkie be sad. But I'll be honest with you, and I don't even know if I should be saying this on the podcast, but
Oh, you don't care. Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
like, what time do the Sox play today? Like,
And that's fine. Just, like I said, just, you know,
I won't say that out loud.
just don't like rub that in. Just be like, just don't be like,
just like you guys want comfort food. Pizza sounds good.
yeah.
No,
And just be like, hey, like, yeah. Dude, pizza sounds so good right now. Oh my gosh. Dude, I man. Okay, I'm like I'm not gonna lie, like it was pretty cool when in the chat we were talking about like just being accountable.
Yeah.
And then when which okay, shout out to Eli. I'm gonna call him out for a little bit. I'm like, I noticed he didn't like when he asked, first off, when he said, yo, I wish y'all would,
Right.
check me on my weight. I was like, cool, because I was like, I need that. So I was openly willing to just like, let's do it, bro. And when he
Right.
asked, how are we doing it? I didn't even put much thought into it, into what I said. It was just like a reaction, honestly. And I was just like, we're gonna be vulnerable. We're gonna talk about how much we weigh, like we're gonna weigh ourselves. We're gonna talk about what we eat and I didn't think it was gonna have the reception that it had. Like when not the rest of you, but most of you guys like opened up and were like, yo, like I weigh this much, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh dang, this is cool. Like this is gonna be like when you said, oh, like I love this, I was like, oh nice. Like it hit with the homies that we're gonna do this. But Eli, weigh in, bro. Like I need that number. I know it's hard to, like whether he knows or not. Like, dude, no, because for the longest time, dude, I didn't weigh myself out of fear, out of seeing that number and making that real.
Yeah.
I had to go and like buy a scale that can handle how much I weigh. That was a huge wake up call. So, yeah, we gotta start somewhere. Like, so whenever we weigh in, like,
that's
Eli,
true.
I'll be waiting for you, bro. Let's do it.
That's true,
Let's
because
it,
you see the number and now it's real.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. I
and so
completely
and
understand.
like you said before, like seeing the number go down, it's a really good feeling. It's like it's up there, you know what I mean? So
well, since I started, the number's gone down by 4 pounds.
Yeah.
And it's like, I need to get back to this, man. This is what
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like yesterday when I got all those like steps in, like I went and lifted and I went for that super long walk and then ate clean. And then I worked in the evening. That's why I wasn't as like active in the chat when we were getting all, and then at the end of the day, I was like, oh, I wonder how much I walked. And it was like, oh, like 20,000 steps. And I was like, okay. I was like, nice. I was like, feel good, feel active, a little sore, but it feels good being a little sore. I'm just like, it's nice, So, but yeah, let's keep it going with that. It was cool seeing like Adrian sent like the pictures of his food. I was like, okay, I'm gonna send a little picture of my plate too,
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Good stuff, man.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Real quick. The Niners stuff.
Uh-huh.
Like me,
Oh, your persona, Skip Bayless here.
Yeah. Okay.
You said they were all jokes, right?
Okay.
So everybody can hear.
Me, okay. Me not having love for the Niners, that is real. Just the Niners by themselves. I told you that story about that dude in class that like when the Niners beat the Pats a couple years ago. Remember that story? This dude in my class.
Yeah. Of course.
So since then, that is real. Like, whether you're a Niners fan or not, I would still kind of be like, So okay.
Right.
But the part about like just like because of you, like that's
you said
that's like
you said you like to see me miserable. You said that.
Yeah.
That legit came out of your mouth.
It did. Yeah. That's jokes. That's because the other day you said you were rooting for the Cardinals to get your brother mad. Right?
Yeah.
Because I bet you get a rise out of it. You think it's funny. Like you think.
Yeah, but
and you don't actually like you don't like dislike the Dodgers, do you?
How can I? How
Or
can I?
to an extent, like I'm
How
sure you
can
do
I?
because like you're a Sox fan, so I'm sure you don't want to see
How
a
can I
good rival
say
team like doing
this?
well.
No, I don't hate the Dodgers at all. But I get what you're. It was one of those. How can I say it? Like
I think the mistake I made was going too far and making it seem like it was just about you with the
I
Niners
wasn't
because it's
antagonizing my brother. All it was, I think the Cardinals player, like he did a pop up and he was sitting next to me, and I was like, "Damn it!" And he was like, "Bro," and I started cracking up because I'm like, "Oh, that's funny."
right.
And I think, and that's where it ended. It wasn't a like legit, like, "Come on, Cardinals! Like you guys beat this
Yeah, yeah,
team."
yeah,
It was legit. Like he's sitting next to me, and I'm just gonna say, "Damn!" Whenever they don't do anything good, and it just like he was like, "Bro, are you serious?"
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I have no ill will towards the Dodgers. I don't really like what they do doesn't affect me in any way, shape, or form. I don't like to see Mookie Betts do good. Not because I hate
Right.
Mookie Betts, but just because I hate that the Red Sox traded him. And every time,
Yeah,
like, he's like on a tear right now. And I'm just like, man, like, I know I should probably be over a trade by now, but it, like, every time I see him, it pisses me off more. I'm like, I
yeah,
can't believe we traded this guy. Like, much in the same way that I'm sure, like, Pats fans seeing Brady in New England in the
Tampa.
Bucks being like, why didn't we sign him again? Like,
Yeah,
what? Um, so I get it. I don't have a problem with the Dodgers. I know people hate their fans because
they're annoying.
not well, maybe, but
Like
I think my
they're
problem
like
with
we're
Dodger
we're like Laker
fans
fans. Like we're just like you know.
easy. I'm a Laker fan.
I know, but okay, but we've talked about this. We
I
like
think my problem with Dodger fans, but I'm also like a very like if you say you're a fan of something, the word fan to me means something different than to like other people. And so
right.
a lot of Dodger fans are very like casual is being nice. Like they're not even casual. Like it's like legit like I'm from LA, they're from LA, the LA hat. I'm a
Yeah.
Dodger fan. It's like
Like me, you can go ahead and say it. It's not going to piss me off.
no, well, I mean, I don't know. Like, we see, but the thing is, I don't consider you a Dodger fan, and I think
Right.
that's like I wouldn't like if someone's like, "Hey, like David likes the David like the Dodgers," I would be like, "Ah, he doesn't watch baseball."
Yeah.
Like, if you were to ask him, he'll throw his support to the Dodgers, but he's not like David watches maybe less than 5 games a year, if that.
Yeah.
And so, and that's what I mean. I think people
Right.
don't like the guy's like, oh, I'm a huge Dodger fan, and it's like, bro, you probably haven't seen them all year. Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
And there's a lot of Laker fans like that too, for sure. But there's like a
Right.
lot of fans of a lot of teams like that. But I have no ill will towards the Dodgers. A lot of people I love like the Dodgers. The Red Sox are going to suck this year. I hope the Dodgers win the World Series so you guys could be happy. I have no
Hey,
hate in my heart when it
you're
comes to
drinking
that.
that Kool Aid though, right? You're on the Kool Aid plan. Like you're
Yeah, yeah. I gotta explain that because Harry texted me and he was like, "Bro, you guys beat the A's. Like, settle down." This is what I mean by that. Entering the season, I thought the Red Sox, and I still do, by the way, we're gonna suck. We're gonna be last place in our division. I still feel that way.
right. Right.
But I went into the season thinking this is going to be a miserable team to watch. I'm going to hate to see this team. And when I say I'm drinking the Kool Aid, I think this team is actually going to be fun. We're gonna suck and we're gonna lose a lot of games, but it's gonna be a fun team to watch. And I can work with that
Right.
because my
Okay.
expectations are really low. So I at least want to
Kind
root
of like the
for.
Lakers situation where it's like, they're not gonna like.
No, I think the situation's awful because it's like we should be better. We should be
Right,
better.
but they're not gonna do like, they're not gonna win the championship. But I'm like, it bothers you deep down that it's like when they do well, you're just like, dang it, this is not like, it's not an accurate representation of what they're actually like deep down.
No, it's different because with the Lakers, there is a world where they beat the Nuggets, they make the finals. There is a world.
Mm.
But they do stupid things that it's why I don't think they will. But there is a world. Like it's not.
Like in a parallel universe, like Darvin Ham's a good coach and he can take this roster
Yeah,
and
he doesn't
yeah,
play. He doesn't play Prince. He plays Rui from the beginning.
right.
He sits down with AD and says, "Hey, look, dude, you're gonna play center.
Like put your
Like get
nuts on the
over
table.
it. You're
Yeah,
gonna play. Yeah, you're gonna play center,
yeah.
bro. Like that's it." And so there's a world where the Lakers are the third, fourth seed in the West, and that's why it's frustrating because it's like, bro, you guys should be better than this. You guys are better than this. With the Red Sox, it's like when you're following it's like a lovable loser. Like, yeah, we suck, but they're fun to watch, and they, like they do fun stuff, and they get along, and they like that's what I mean. Like that's where it's different. Like with the Lakers,
That's
it's
okay.
frustration because it's like I know how good you guys can be. I know how good you can be. And with the Red Sox, it's like, yeah, like this is probably as great of a start as we're gonna have, and it may be all downhill from here. But the guys that are on this team are a lot of fun to watch, and that's cool. Like
Mm.
I at least will have that, like a fun team to watch, and that's where like the expectations like matter. Like
Right, right.
if I thought the Red Sox were had the expectations of the Dodgers, for example, then it's different. And that's where like that's what I meant when I said I'm drinking the Kool Aid. Like I'm
Gotcha.
drinking the Kool Aid of like we're gonna be fun, we're gonna suck, we're gonna be fun. So Harry like Harry was like, dude,
Chill
it's
out.
and I was like, bro, like I'm saying like
Dude,
in
listen to
terms of
him.
like my team, bro, like
Yeah.
so that's what I meant. I don't think we're actually gonna be any good.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah. Um.
But yeah.
Final thought.
Final thought. Let's see. Shout out to Pitbull Cruz knocking the crap out of Rolly. That was really fun to watch.
Yeah.
And yeah, I hope, I think and hope that 140 is going to be as fun as we thought 135 was going to be. But those guys never made those fights happen, or the majority of them. So yeah, shout out to him. He fought well.
Yeah.
And yeah, hopefully, yeah, at 140, let's make these fun fights happen. So let's give and I like both sports, but it's time boxing gave the UFC and MMA guys like, yo, like, yes, these are the kind of fights we can put on too if we actually pull our heads out of our asses and
Yeah.
make them happen. So yeah, that should be cool. Haney, Delfimo. Who's the other champion besides Cruz? Anyway, can't remember his name, but
Mhm.
but yeah, so that was cool. That was a nice little nugget. I was watching it and I was like, oh, nice. Yeah. Rolly's getting hammered. So
Yeah.
how about you?
My final thought's connected to the Rolly fight too.
Oh,
Um, I think that they should stop interviewing guys
fighters
after,
after they get knocked out. Yeah,
especially like that.
yeah.
because I saw the Rolly thing, and it's it's funny, I guess, but it's sad too because you can tell that this guy doesn't know where he's at,
Yeah.
and then the reporter's like pressing him on like, but you said, and it's like, lady,
He probably can't remember what he eat for breakfast right now at this
like
point. Like,
he doesn't know like. He might. This dude might as well be in Mars. Like he has no idea
yeah.
where the hell he's at. Like he probably
Yeah.
doesn't even remember telling you anything. And she's like, "You said what went wrong?" And you can tell this guy's like gone. Like,
Yeah. He's in
and
another world. He's like,
yeah, and like just the fact that he even knew that Easter was next day is like impressive. But I think they should stop interviewing guys when they get rocked like that.
mhm.
Because it's just it's watching that it just was like, ah, man, like this isn't right. Like he shouldn't be talking to anybody. Like he should
Right.
be in front of a doctor
Right.
because
Concussion protocol, everything.
yeah, because just listening to him and we had this with Joshua, remember? Like, and I was like, man, like it just sucked. Like, because
Yeah.
it was like your drunk uncle just rambling on about like
After
randomness.
carne asada, and you're just like, what? Like, what did he say? Yeah.
And he's like, dude, can somebody like don't give
Take the
him another
microphone.
beer? Like,
Yeah.
what's happening? And so, yeah, I think the producers or whoever puts these like TV stuff on should have some should have a heart and say, you know what, like
Yeah.
we're not gonna interview them. Uh, After in a few days, we can request an interview. But this isn't the time. This isn't the place for that. And I know a lot of people had a lot of fun with it just because
Yeah.
and I sent you some videos too, and it's funny like what he says before the fight and how the fight actually turns out. And that's all fair. Like Rolly talked a lot of crap off
Right.
air.
Right.
But to them be like, you said you were gonna do this, why didn't you do this? And it's like, bro, like this guy's in a different dimension. Like, I don't know if that's like I don't know if this is I think somebody should ask him that, but not there. Not like 5 seconds after he's not in his right mind. And in the UFC, Joe Rogan does a really good job of that. Like if he sees a guy gets like
Yeah.
completely rocked, he just doesn't talk to them.
Because there were bad experiences. I remember when Daniel Cormier, when he got beat by John Jones.
Oh, he was crying. Was it that one?
Yeah, he got kicked to the head. And
Yeah.
After that, because he was and Joe was like, I don't think I want to interview guys after they just got knocked out, whether they're like dazed or not. He's just like, I don't even want to like.
Yeah, because
It's kind of weird, like,
and you're such in a vulnerable spot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, I was just like, yeah, like this is not a good look. This isn't like we should kind of like pump the brakes on
there was a
on this kind
I
of
can't remember
stuff.
which one gosh, I rewatched the fight on YouTube, and I remember when I was watching it, I wanted to watch the post fight interview, the one like in the ring.
Yeah.
And man, I wish I could remember which fight it was, but I was like, oh man, I low key, I was kind of like, I wonder what he's gonna say in the interview, you know. And then at the end of the fight, he didn't do an interview because the guy was already getting walked back to his locker room, like kind of like not carried, but just like like his trainers with them, like grabbing him by the arm, and they're
right.
And I was just like, that should be a thing more often, where it's like if they did get like just take him to the locker room, like have someone check them out, a doctor. And if they're up to it, like, I mean, you can wait for the post-fight press conference if they're fine, you know what I mean? Yeah. Unless they need to be like, taken to the hospital because they have like cuts or whatever.
Right. Yeah, because there's a difference. Like when Canelo lost to Bivol, he could talk after. He's fine.
Right. It was a decision. It was like, okay,
But like, or even when Canelo beat BJ Saunders, like BJ Saunders like was fine. It's not like he was like rocked. and
Right.
concussed. Like his eye socket was broken, but that's different.
It might have been that one. Was that the one? Like he went straight to the locker room after, right? He
Yeah,
did
yeah,
his.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. See that? I'm just like, yeah, dude. Like let him.
Like that one, like you gotta talk, bro. Like you're still there, but when he beat James Franklin, for example, Kirkland,
James Kirkland. Yeah.
that was one of those like, yeah, man, he shouldn't talk. Like this guy just
Or like
like
Amir Khan,
Amir
like
Khan,
slept. It's like we don't need to. Yeah.
and so that's what I mean. Like it's just seeing that. I think what sent it over the top for me was that just the way she was so aggressive with like,
Yeah.
but you said, and it's like, and you could just tell Rolly's just kind of like, what's happening? Like, what? Like, what do you
Like
mean?
buffering. He's like,
Yeah, and
yeah.
he's just like, thank you everyone for coming.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. And you look at that and you're just like, yeah, bro, like this, the last thing this guy needs is like some random lady just like interrogating him about
Yeah.
like why he didn't do what he said he was going to do before the fight. All fair questions, not in the moment.
Yeah.
And I think that was my problem with that.
I was a little triggered, not gonna lie, when so on I think Leonard Ellerby
Yeah.
was talking about Hopkins and De La Hoya like laughing ringside after the fight, because Rolly lost, and that's like the money team, that's one of his fighters. And Ellerby was just like, oh, like no class, blah blah. And I'm like, you do realize you work for Floyd Mayweather, and Floyd Mayweather had like chickens at press con. I'm like,
yeah,
you do realize Floyd came out in like the Mexican flag chado suit. I'm just like, come on, bro, you gotta have some thicker skin than that if you're gonna like,
yeah.
Hey, bro, he lost.
I know Floyd
I'm
making the jokes of Pacquiao that he eats dogs. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just like, bro, it's like it's smack talk. Like, let's just,
Yeah. Leonard Ellerby is like, what's awful about boxing?
Yeah.
Just people like that who bring nothing, offer nothing, and just like he's just Mayweather's yes man.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, get the hell out of here, bro. Like nobody wants to
Yeah.
hear from you ever. Like, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Nice final thoughts.
But yeah, I will talk to you next week, I think, right? And
hopefully, wink, wink,
in person, in the flesh.
Yeah.
Next weekend. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that should be
Should be fun.
But yeah, we're gonna get Pete on, talk about Friends, keep that
Nice.
rolling. So that should be good. But I will talk to you. I'll talk to you soon.
Alrighty, sounds good.
That's the pod. We are brought to you by, as always, Triumph Protective Coatings. They specialize in concrete polish, epoxy flooring systems, micro top floors and walls, and self-leveling underlays. They service California, and they speak Spanish. You can follow them, Triumph_coatings on Instagram, and you get a 10% off if you use the promo code ArrowsUp. You can also reach them on Gmail, triumphprotectivecoatings@gmail.com. That's the pod. Thank you to Angel. Thank you to David. Thank you to Triumph Protective Coatings. I will talk to you on Sunday. Hopefully, Harry. Hopefully. But I'll talk to you. I'll be here. Maybe David if Harry can't come on. But we'll do Sunday night. And I hope you enjoy your weekend. I hope you watch a lot of games. And the Kings lost today. Good for Lakers. Hopefully they continue to play well. So Manchester United, they're stupid. I don't want to talk about them. They're stupid. I can't believe they lost that game today. How do you lose that game? How? I'm not. I don't want to talk about Manchester United. I will talk to you Sunday. Until then, let's go Lakers.